मैंने 12th स्टैंडर्ड में थिएटर किया था, 11th और 12th स्टैंडर्ड में। और उस टाइम पे मैं स्टेज पे गई और व्हेन आई वाज स्टैंडिंग ऑन स्टेज मुझे लगा कि ये तो शारमिन है ही नहीं। Point in my life, whenever we used to go to the theater, we used to sit and wait till the end of the credits, me and my friends, because we were ADs at that time. And I would still do it, but I don't go to the theater as often anymore. But I would still do it. I think I've calmed down a lot as a person. I think I've become a much more like level-headed human being and understanding how to approach situations. Just was there for me, was checking in on me, making sure like I was okay while we were shooting.
Yeah.
And like just like fixing my hair.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm in conversation with Sharmin Sehgal. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am good, how are you?
I'm good.
Sharmin, I want to start off by asking you that, at this point there's so much curiosity about you. I want to start off by asking that how exactly was your childhood like growing up? Because you come from a family where Sanjay Leela Bhansali has been there and also your family who's been so creatively inclined. What was your childhood like?
I mean, my childhood was simple. सुबह में उठ के स्कूल जाओ, उसके बाद घर आओ, ट्यूशन जाओ, उसके बाद swimming class जाओ. That was childhood.
Yeah.
But there was also another side of it where I got to see a lot. I got to be in an environment which was surrounded by films.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't understanding much of it. Like, I got to 18 और फिर समझ में आया कि मतलब who my family is and what they do and understood who, like what my attraction towards filmmaking was when I was much older. But before that, I think it was just a normal childhood.
Yeah.
I used to go to school, come back home. I used to like eat lots of snacks,
Yeah.
hang out with my sister and my friends. It wasn't, filmmaking became a part of my life much later.
पहली इंक्लिनेशन क्या थी फिल्म से?
पहली इंक्लिनेशन फिल्म से आई थिंक जब मैं स्कूल में थी मैंने 12th स्टैंडर्ड में थिएटर किया था, 11th और 12th स्टैंडर्ड में। और उस टाइम पे मैं स्टेज पे गई और व्हेन आई वाज स्टैंडिंग ऑन स्टेज मुझे लगा कि ये तो शारमिन है ही नहीं। दैट फीलिंग दैट केम वाज अ डिफरेंट फीलिंग एंड देन दैट फीलिंग फेल्ट सो गुड एंड देन ऑल्सो like understanding how different thought processes evoke different emotions. So, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a master of evoking emotions, but that was very interesting to me, and I like took a liking towards it. And that's when I was like, okay, I really enjoy films.
Yeah.
And the films especially because बार-बार करना पड़ता है, take after take after take. So एक shot में multiple takes होता है, तो take after take after take you have to keep repeating that emotion and where you pull it out from. I think that was what intrigued me the most about filmmaking. And also film as a medium is so fascinating because you can do so much with it.
Yeah.
Then there's so many attributes to it. There's camera, there's light, there's art, there's costume, there's makeup, there's which can create a holistic visual for people to see. So filmmaking was interesting.
Even working with, when you were an AD, like I've heard that when you're a Sanjay Leela Bhansali heroine, you have to be on your toes. But I think even when you're a Sanjay Leela Bhansali AD, it's even harder. So how did you tackle the direction part of it?
So there's one thing about being behind the camera is that the glamour is I mean, even as an actor, the reality of the situation is if you are not an audience, you won't know the not glamorous parts about being an actor in general. It's not just, of course, Sanjay Leela Bhansali is somebody I've learned from, but it happens in all film settings. It's not all as glamorous as it looks, and that's what being an AD taught me when I had to work really hard and also taught me a very important thing being an assistant director is that the film doesn't ride on just the director and the actor. There are so many people that are required to execute a director's vision, and those people are generally the 100 people sitting behind the camera,
right?
Which we tend to like really, which an audience will overlook. An audience will never give them like
credit.
No, they get a credit at the end of the movie. How many people actually sit back and
read it?
Read it.
Yeah.
I do it. There was a point in my life where whenever we used to go to the theater, we used to sit and wait till the end of the credits, me and my friends, because we were ADs at that time. And I would still do it, but I don't go to the theater as often anymore. But I would still do it because you need to acknowledge who all have worked on this project, and that's what being an AD taught me. Because अपनी मेहनत अपना नाम तो वहाँ पे दिखता है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, and that's a different kind of satisfaction.
I wouldn't be able to stand in front of the camera if it wasn't for all the 20 people behind the camera. I would not be able to deliver my best performance if there wasn't somebody writing the dialogues, if there wasn't somebody. It's like I can't write dialogues. The people that have to write dialogues will write dialogues and give them to me. That's their credit. Makeup artist, hair. EDs are the most underappreciated bunch. They do everything.
Yeah.
They do every single thing. So it was a very big like human school for me to like just be around. Like it taught me a lot about hard work.
I think असली एक्सपीरियंस लाइफ ही देती है और लाइफ से ही मिलती है, काम करने से मिलती है. यू नो ऑल्सो बिकॉज आपने you've aided on films like Ram Leela and Mary Kom and stuff like that. You worked with some of the biggest actors who are superstars today. You've seen them work, Ranbir, Deepika, Priyanka Chopra. What have you imbibed from these superstars? Because आज वो अगर successful है तो अपनी मेहनत से है और काफ़ी काम करके है. Just seeing their hard work, did you strive anything out of them?
Their hard work. One of the main things that I saw all these three actors that you've named do is work very hard.
Right.
Like all of them, रणवीर से लेके प्रियंका चोपड़ा से लेके दीपिका पादुकोण से लेके सब लोग इतनी मेहनत डालते हैं ना अपने काम में टू गेट एक कैरेक्टर का सुर पकड़ना. एक मतलब वो एक चीज़ होती है. देन देयर इज हाउ यू लुक, हाउ यू प्रेजेंट योरसेल्फ, हाउ यू कंपोज योरसेल्फ ऑन अ फिल्म सेट. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट आई हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम दीज एक्टर्स. विद Priyanka Chopra, I think it was way more prominent because she taught me how to take care of the way I look, like my costumes, my hair, my makeup, my jewelry, how to make it last throughout the day, because at the end of the day you're working for 16 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours on a shoot day. So how to maintain all of that. And Deepika, I think I just learned the art of being like composed. She's got a lot of grace.
Yeah.
She's
Even off camera?
Off camera also. She's a very graceful actor and person also. And with Ranveer, though, I think I just saw a whole spectrum of everything. He's energy levels.
Yeah.
How to keep up your own energy levels. क्योंकि मतलब 15 घंटे काम करने के बाद थक जाता है इंसान.
बिल्कुल.
So how to keep yourself going. And also, of course, that is I've observed as an AD, but even on Heera Mandi, like Manisha ma'am, perseverance to another level. Overcoming her sicknesses and still at this age being like on the ball all the time, giving her 100%. And I was so मतलब मेरे लिए privilege की बात है कि I'm a part of her comeback.
बिल्कुल.
Yeah.
You know, आपने हीरा मंडी के इंटरव्यूज़ के टाइम पे एक बात बोली थी दैट ऑफ कोर्स आई नो हु संजय लीला बंसाली इस, पर उनकी जो वैल्यू है मुझे और भी दिन बर दिन पता चल रही है. How is Sanjay Leela Bhansali, the mama, very different from the director and the legend that he is?
Thinking about work a lot of the time because it is one of the biggest parts of his life, and I really respect him for that, for someone to be able to give that much dedication, that much hard work to his job, and that is why he is who he is today, because of the amount of hard work and dedication that he gives to filmmaking and the passion. But he's a very loving person at the end of the day. He's a very humble person.
Yeah.
Like he respects everyone in his life, every single person, whether it's in his work life or in his personal life. He respects immense amounts of respect for everyone. But he's a creative mind. He's always creating in his mind. So whether he's at home or he's at work, he's always creating.
You know, one thing I actually have to share, जो when I met Sanjay sir for the first time recently, it was my first time meeting him, and I saw how unaffected he is by what is happening on the internet. He's so involved with his work fully, and I think that's what he mainly cares about.
But that's what a creator does, right? He creates, and then he gives it to you.
Yeah.
मतलब कैसे बोलते हैं, सौंपना होता है.
हाँ.
सौंप देते हैं अपने काम को.
जी.
उनका काम बनाने तक होता है. That's where he'll give his 100%. उसके बाद like I've said before, an audience is king.
Absolutely.
You make for them. You make, but you obviously you are making it, so it does have a part of you in it. Now, how the audience resonates with that part of you, you can't always control, but the audience has the right to say whatever they want, because at the end of the day, you are doing it for an audience.
Yeah.
So, people say good things also, people say bad things also, people say horrible things, people say amazing things, but it's an audience, it's for them.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. वो सौंप देते हैं अपने काम को, and that's what a creative person does. They create
And
they give.
Yeah. Like coming back to your childhood, you also mentioned about how growing up, you faced stuff where you were bullied, and people had comments about, like, they body shamed and stuff like that, and it can be very harsh growing up for anybody. How did you tackle with the entire phase?
I mean, you still deal with it today. I think body shaming is something that doesn't only exist in childhood, or people being brutal about people's appearances doesn't only exist when you're a kid. It goes on throughout your life, and you have to understand that it's how you feel about yourself is far more important, and that is what will start showing on your face. If your mental health is not right, you're going to look sad. You're going to look, if you're happy in your mind, you look happy it'll show on your face. People say, oh my god, she's so happy, she's glowing.
Yeah.
It's those kinds of things. But there's also, you have to perceive it in a certain way, and a way that's beneficial to you and your mental health.
But how did that security grow on you that, I don't need to match beauty standards?
पहली बात तो ये है कि it's acceptance of yourself. That is where the shift happens in your own mind. If you are in tune with your reality,
Yeah.
and and you want to be a happy person, then you have to make that switch in your own mind. It's not like things that you can do. It's not like सुबह में उठ के गर्म पानी नींबू के साथ पियो, and then after that have soaked methi. It's not like a routine. It's something that you have to keep working on mentally on your own every day.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life. It's not something that just goes away. It's an emotion, right?
Yeah.
It's a feeling. It creeps up from time to time. It goes away from time to time. It depends on the situations you're in, and plus, you need to focus on the positives. I have a loving family who love me regardless of how I look.
Yeah.
And those things, you have to focus on what makes you happy. And my family makes me very happy.
I think that's what matters.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
It's positivity. You have to focus on the positives, because it's very easy to focus on the negatives all the time.
Yeah.
It's very, very, and your mind tends to go there because you always want to do something to make it better.
100%.
But if you realize that there's not much to do, it's just a thought process of positivity.
I've spoken to actors and a lot of people have told me, लोग 10 चीज़ें अच्छी बोलेंगे पर एक चीज़ गंदी बोल देंगे तो ध्यान आपका वो एक चीज़ पे ही जाएगा कि ये क्यों बोला है, आप वो दूसरे जो 10 चीज़ें वो आप भूल जाओगे. So I think it's very human to kind of see the negative and then you have to train yourself that नहीं, positive रहना काफ़ी ज़रूरी है.
Yeah, and it's not कि 100% होगा कभी, you'll go back and forth, but you have to at least make that switch to begin with.
Absolutely. Coming to the positives, Malal was your debut.
Yes.
And a lot of people, are revisiting that film also now. It's come on the Netflix chart as well.
I was
in
very
the top
confused.
10. So that's why I said there's so much curiosity about you right now. How are you looking at these things, and how did that debut happen? Just you facing camera for the very first time.
Me facing camera for the very first time was actually really funny, because the first time I gave my first shot during Malal,
Yeah.
there was no sound in that shot. It was part of a montage. A shot in the classroom where I'm giving my exam. That was my first shot. So the whole classroom is filled with students and I'm giving my exam, and then suddenly, and I played music. So some nice Yanni song is playing, very soft and beautiful song is playing. Then suddenly this song by Nav called Call Me starts playing. So this rap song starts playing. I don't know, when given that shot listening to a rap song.
Oh my god.
So it was actually very funny, and my director was like, "ये क्या गाना सुन रही है?" I was like, "By mistake आ गया."
But even for Hira Mandi, I think जब आपने BTS upload किया था Instagram पे, there is an English song that you're playing when you're listening to Vanity. So are you someone who switches off and doesn't need to be in the zone to be in your character? Because Alamzeb's life is very different.
No, it's actually different. I look at this process as like emotions, right? If listening to that song makes me, if listening to like Call Me by Nav makes me happy, then I'm going to listen to something that will make me happy, right? I'm not, if I don't resonate with it,
Yeah.
a feeling is a feeling. It doesn't matter what I'm listening to. तो मैं वो पकड़ के चलती हूँ कि feeling क्या होती है.
Yeah.
उसके बाद that's what eventually translates. If I'm not listening to something that is evoking an emotion for me, that is relatable to me. So that's where I don't switch off while I'm on set at least.
Right.
When I come home, हाँ काम पे छोड़ के फिर मैं घर पे आती हूँ. But जब मैं set पे हूँ, it's actually a process for me.
I remember meeting you in Delhi, and we had this brief conversation in the lift where you said, and you even said this in the trailer launch, that you're a very practical person as well in life. But characters, especially in a Hindi film industry, all the characters are filled with a lot of emotional quotient in them. It's very important for you as a person to connect with your character when it comes to the EQ. How have you probably done that with Alamzeb? Also considering that practicality is a huge part of your personality.
So there were moments where I was questioning Alamzeb's character, and that's when I remember one of my teachers in acting school told me was don't judge your character. So empathy was one of a very important part. There was for me, Alamzeb's character is pure. So I had to connect to an emotion of love, which for me represents purity. And obviously love is also a very big part of Alamzeb's life. But the purity within love is the emotion and feeling that I tried to tap into with Alamzeb. And also innocence. Innocence is, and like oblivious innocence, like doesn't care about what's going on around her. And that is kind of how I used to be on set also. Like there was obviously, I am a very detailed oriented and practical person. I have to see what my hair looks like. I can't just say, हाँ छोड़ दो, जैसे भी है छोड़ दो. It's not like, that's not how, like I would, that's where the practicality comes in with the balance of still trying to be carefree, innocent, pure, but at the end of the day you're delivering to an audience, you're standing in front of a camera, so the practical execution of those emotions is also important. And that's kind of why I started acting in the first place, because I wanted to experience emotions, I wanted to understand how to play with emotions, how to, when I'm feeling sad, how to make myself feel happy. Like these are the reasons I wanted to act to begin with.
Absolutely.
I enjoy feeling feelings.
Nice. But what was your reaction when you saw yourself in Hira Mandi for the first time? What did you think of your own performance?
I was actually quite happy, and also I have been getting a lot of love for Alamzeb's character, for my voice in Alamzeb's character while depicting Alamzeb's character. I think overall it's been a very good learning experience also. Like I think I've grown a lot. I knew this on the first day of shoot that I'd be a completely different person once I was done shooting.
Yeah, and you were?
I think I am.
In what way?
I think I've calmed down a lot as a person. I think I've become a much more like level-headed human being, and understanding how to approach situations, take them for what they are, grow from them. I think that has really changed for me.
What was Charmin like before Hira Mandi?
Charmin was naughty. I'm still naughty, but like Charmin was very naughty. I used to do all kinds of like.
Oh, and then it's become like.
It's a lot calmer overall, and also it's also like 3 films old.
Yeah.
So the angst for somebody of that age is of that experience level.
Where they spoken that even if there's a certain sort of audience that does not resonate with me or my character, I do not like the fact that they cross a limit. How are you facing that part with everything that's going on the internet right now?
An audience is one of the most important part of a creative person's journey.
Yeah.
Right? Like I told you earlier, हम सौंप देते हैं अपना काम.
बिल्कुल.
So उनका हक बनता है to say what they want to say, and with the positivity, with the negativity comes a lot of positivity also. Both of them go hand in hand. And there's been so much love also. Again, like you said earlier, हम लोग वो एक
negative
नेगेटिव चीज़ पे फिक्सेट कर लेते हैं और फिर वही हमारे लेंस में दिखता है हमें. We miss out on all the positivity also that comes along with it. And an audience's opinion is very important.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm creating for you. So I'm very open to constructive criticism. I'm very open to love and support and positivity, everything, because I've created to get those things from people.
Yes.
And the fact that I'm getting noticed is an even bigger thing for me.
Yeah.
मतलब आपने ही बोला मलाल टॉप 10 में आ गया है Netflix पे फिर से. The fact that have reached so many people across the globe is what's really like humbling to me as a person. So the rest of it is it's part and parcel of it. Everything, when you are reaching so many people, people will say everything.
But like you said, you're 3 films old. It's difficult to reach that level humanly, that you know you're okay and you will take it in a stride and with a pinch of salt that theek hai, ho raha hai, people will say. Just reaching that level was that difficult.
I think when you do work, when you have such a big project of doing a Sanjay Leela Bhansali web show, you have to make that switch. It happened in the process of doing that, because the scale of this show is huge.
Yeah.
The reach of this show is huge. So I have to, मुझे अपने खुद के दिमाग में वो पहले से ही सेट करके रखना पड़ता है.
Right.
And I somewhere knew that this is a part and parcel of me wanting to be an actor.
Yeah.
But I want to do it. I want to put in my hard work. I want to grow as an actor. So, and the fact that I have a support system and I am getting so much love, it's really nice to think about and like makes me want to work even harder.
Absolutely. That reminds me, you said like for every actor, उनका process अलग होता है. For some people, probably respect, recognition, fame, money, whatever motivates you. What is your motivation and that you know that wants to make you work harder when it comes to your career? And at the same time, you recently even spoke about how insecurity pushes you. Elaborate on how exactly does insecurity help you work harder?
So as an assistant director, I've spent a lot of time on film sets, behind the monitor. I can see, like I try to see what can be bettered, what can be changed. So as an actor, what motivates me is to always do my best and keep trying to do better. And because of my assisting experience, I think I'm slowly understanding a lot more of how I can keep doing better.
Yeah.
And then you asked me about how insecurity motivates me.
Yeah, like it pushes you.
So it does push me, because at the end of the day, exactly what we spoke about right now, it has to be a switch in your head, right? It has helped me through this process of Hira Mandi. I've become a more secure person after Hira Mandi. But it's a learning journey for me.
Yeah.
And I also think that there is a certain amount of like volatility in security. It's vulnerable.
Yeah.
And there's nothing right or there's nothing wrong with it. In my personal opinion, I don't think there's any human emotion that's wrong.
Yeah.
We can't control what comes into our mind at the end of the day, right? What thoughts come into our head, we have feelings about those thoughts.
That was very true.
So we can't control those things, and that's why to judge them is wrong in my mind. So I don't think insecurity is a bad thing. I think it's actually something that makes you vulnerable as a person, and I think people are scared of vulnerability today.
Yeah.
And it's sad a little bit, but I think slowly the tides are shifting, and there are people that are understanding that being vulnerable is actually letting someone be happy with who they are being, with who they are.
No, but that's a very beautiful way, because like you said, people are scared to be vulnerable. I think you need to embrace your vulnerability, because it's very human, it's very beautiful at the same time. You just let your raw self out.
And it allows you to be happy.
Yeah.
It literally allows you to be happy.
In what way?
If you're vulnerable around people, you feel slightly conscious.
Yeah.
You overthink things.
Yeah.
And then if you don't perceive that as something that's bad, then you're happy. Then your thought process becomes positive from negative. So I think it's very important to make that shift, and slowly people are getting there. More people are talking about it, and it's nice to see a change in people's thought process.
how do you deal with, you know, a bad day or being vulnerable, and who's like your support system? Like, of course, your family.
My family, my sister, my dogs. Like, I love spending time with them. I talk to my sister about my like day of work because like she knows me very well. She's known me since she was born.
Yeah.
It's been almost like 27 years now of us just being there for each other. But I cook sometimes to ease my anxiety. I like to get my mind off things. I consume a lot of content.
What are you binge watching right now?
I just finished watching Crew. I quite enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah, I
it's a fun
really,
film.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I also like I rewatch things. So I've watched Lord of the Rings, all three. I think 10 times.
Lovely. Last few questions. Sorry, I just want to ask that, you know, also when you know, we have a cast and an ensemble and such beautiful women, such talented actors. You also said this in a recent interview that we were so supportive towards each
Yeah.
other, and it's really nice to see that. And just women fighting, women loving, women hating on each other. It was a beautiful world of Hira Mandi. Tell me, like you said, you spoke about Manisha ma'am, learning so much from her, but just your other contemporaries, you've spoken so highly about Sona. Just how was it, the bond? Like, even when we all met at Gigi, I think they all were you all were talking about how you all called up each other after,
Yeah.
you know, Hira Mandi, just discussing the show. Tell me the bond that people don't know about.
I mean, people would think that like everyone's always looking out for themselves, but that's not the case. There were so many times when Aditi helped me, like just was there for me, was checking in on me, making sure like I was okay while we were shooting,
Yeah.
and like just like fixing my hair for me sometimes when it used to come in my face before a shot. Like she was always very helpful. There's a certain amount of like camaraderie because everyone has been in the other person's shoe, and everyone wants to do their best, and the other person realizes that, and to want to help someone to do their best is a nice to watch and very beautiful to be a part of.
Yeah.
And I think not just the women, even the men. Jason was also very helpful.
Yeah.
Taha was also very sweet. Like I think everyone has just knows that the show is just bigger than us. Also, it's Sanjay Sir's show.
Yeah.
And if one person tries to be bigger, then if you don't give your 100% to your co-actor, you're going to sell this scene short.
Yeah. Yeah.
The scene will not be where the scene needs to be.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you always need, and I think all of us understood that. All of us gave our 100% for each other also, not just for ourselves.
Just the fact that, you know, Sona recently, when I was taking her interview for Hira Mandi, she mentioned that it's very difficult for me to romance someone I'm not actually in love with. And you've done that like in Malal also, and like, you know, even in Hira Mandi, love has been like such a big part in your character. Has that ever been a challenge for you?
The casualer the scene, the harder it is to play. If the emotion is heightened, if it's like revenge and backstabbing and manipulating and anger and like rage, those scenes there's a lot more to do.
Right.
If you just have to be, I think that's very difficult for me as an actor. But I don't think romance is not something that I think about too much because I think it loses its
Charm.
authenticity, rawness, charm. So I don't overthink it. And if you look at it, I've done only love stories up until today.
Yeah.
It's literally all I've done. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's your job.
Yeah. You have to do it, for sure.
Like you have, but to take it out, you have to retain some kind of rawness.
No, absolutely. Okay, I quickly have 4 names and you have to tell me one word on the cast. Anything that comes in your head. Sonakshi.
Calm, like
Oh, like
calm and composed.
Taha.
Sweet,
Aditi.
very sweet.
Richa.
The best person I know.
Manish.
Richa was she's all heart.
All heart. Yeah.
All heart.
Manisha ma'am.
Beautiful,
Sanjay sir.
inspiring,
Fardeen.
fida.
Oh my god, same.
See,
Even when I saw Fardeen Khan, I was like, I love Fida.
I went up to him and I started singing Maine jisko chaha dil gaya. He was like, oh. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. You're my childhood, you don't know it. Shekhar sir.
I haven't worked with him much, so but
Yeah.
from what I can gauge, I would really like to say supportive,
Support. Sanjeeda?
pure,
Jason?
funny.
Dhyan?
Again, I haven't worked with him and I haven't really interacted with him, but nice. Actually, spoken to him much. We were never in a scene
Right.
together.
Yeah. And lastly, Mizan?
Mizan, oh, friend.
Friend. Awesome. Thank you so much, Charmin, for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Wish you all the very best for everything coming in the future. What plans do you have in the future and how do you see your career going ahead?
I haven't really thought about that because it's Hiramandi is just released, so I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna take my time and like
See how
it goes. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Wish
Thank
you all
you
the
so
best. And we'll
much.
see you super soon.
Hi, this is Sharmin Sehgal. Please like, share, and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.